All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me here on the Flipside. I know. I played this game already yesterday, but I lost. And I lost bad. So I want to try to rectify that. Anyway, thank you for being here. I'm Sam. Welcome to the Flipside. We are going to be playing another game of the Great Commission Strategic Card Game. And this is a game that I kickstarted and crowdfunded, however you want to put it. And so we're going to play it again. Now it can handle 1 to 4 players. I'm playing it solo because the way you play it solo, I'm playing it solo because I'm alone. But the way you play it solo is very similar to how you would play it multiplayer. The only difference is that there's a couple of actions like you can pray for other churches and they get the benefits of the prayer instead of your specific church. You can also send people and activity cards to other churches so that they can use them. We're not going to have any of that because there's only one church around that we're focusing on with this game. So there's a couple of differences, but other than those 2 differences, everything else that we're going to show you today works exactly the same way with solo mode and multiplayer mode. Now, in order, because it's solo mode, we're not going to be using all of the cards in the game. So this deck, the world deck, is smaller because you put a number of cards in it per player. And so we put 12 in it, 12 people, or members rather, 12 people in it, along with 4 activity cards for every player. So take that for what it's worth. So that's another minor difference. But other than those differences, we're good to go. Alexander Meldrum, why don't we play a non-strategic card game? Because, Alexander, they're not as fun. Victoria's here. Welcome, Victoria. Thank you for being here. All right. Another thing I wanted to highlight were some mistakes that I made yesterday. Both of the designers stopped by. They weren't on the stream yesterday, but they did stop by and they watched the stream and they provided me with some feedback on some mistakes that I made. They were very gracious. They were very appreciative that we played the game online. But there were some things that I did wrong, so I wanted to make sure that I highlight those at the beginning so that I try not to do those again on this. Let me see if I can find it. Where are they? Okay, here we go. So for example, one of the designers said, "Well done, valiant effort. Not praying hurt you." We talked about that. And focusing too much on the troubles hurt you. Also hindered your progress. You'll have to do a rematch. That's why we're doing it today. You did a great job explaining things. Here are a couple of minor clarifications. Leaders, I had a question yesterday. Leaders are considered members. So some of the different trouble cards can affect leaders along with the members. So cards and events affect them the same as other members. While the activities are 0 resistance, I didn't remember doing this, but I remember going, "Ooh, I got that card, woohoo!" It doesn't count. The outreach still has to work before I put the activity cards in my hand. So I'll make sure to fix that on this one. And then the third one, face down troubles remove 2 spirits per card. We got it right at the beginning, but we went down to only 1 later on in the game. That's a mistake on my part. So there was a trouble out there that said that you have to lose an extra life whenever you have to lose 1 for a face down trouble card. And I just started doing that as 2. Might have lost the game a little bit earlier if I had done that properly. But just wanted to make sure I mentioned those discrepancies from yesterday. Brian's here. What's up, Brian? Tom is here. Good to see you. Haven't seen these yet, but I already like the premise. Yeah, Patrick. What's up, Patrick? Good to see you, man. All right, now I ran out of time. I still have some lunch here. I'm not going to eat it right now because that would be very bad in front of you. But if you look down in the picture-in-picture window, you might see me munching. I'm just saying because I got to finish my lunch. We've had a busy day today. What with driving some water, 3 cases of water over to the school, editing videos, dropping kids off at school. I'm doing this a little bit early because I got to get son's football game is in another town, so I got to travel for a couple hours. So yeah, it's on, baby. Anyway, I have caffeine and nice caffeine. All right, if you have not seen this game played before, you'll get the gist of what we're doing. I will give a very short kind of teach, just so you have at least the context of what's going on. So let's get down to the table and we'll take a look. All right. And yes, I'm playing upside down to you guys. I'm sorry. This is stuff I got to read. I got to read cards and all of that kind of stuff. All right. So basically, at the beginning of the game, every player, and I'm just a solo mode, you're going to pick a leader. I've chosen John Mark to be the leader of my church in Thessalonica. So that's where we are. We're in Thessalonica. And so basically the way you win the game is if you can get all of these world cards, if you can win all of the world cards before this event deck runs out. There are only 7 event cards, and that means there's going to be 7 rounds. We're going to pull one of these every single round. Now, every round consists of 3 phases. There's the event phase where we're going to draw an event card and carry out whatever it tells us to do. There's also some other things that we're going to do in the event phase, but generally speaking, if your leader is commissioned, then we're going to be able to ready him again, and then you're also going to be able to recover some of the members, depending upon how much life your church has, or yeah, that's life, basically. Then you're going to go to the actions phase. In the actions phase, you get to take 2 actions, and those actions can be outreach, which is the main way we're going to be getting these cards out into our hand and into our deck and so forth. Then you can discern. You can do a discernment phase. Oh, I forgot to do this during setup. We're going to start with one of those. Discernment basically is how you turn over the trouble cards so you can see what it is, and then later on, after you have discerned what the trouble is in your church, the third action is intercession. You can pray for those different things, and basically whether it is a trouble that requires faith or a trouble that requires knowledge or wisdom, then we will be able to get people to pray about those different things and take care of the trouble of that church. Then there is also a prayer action. A prayer action is where you can raise the health of your church, and you can also get some blessings from God into your hand. And blessings from God are pretty cool things. Some of them are cards that you play in certain situations. Other ones are cards that you can play anytime to do certain really good things. So yesterday we did not do that at all. That was my downfall. I didn't pray enough. I talked about earlier, there is a send action. And we're not going to be sending anybody to any other churches because this is the only church is a solo game. So we're actually not going to be doing that action. And then there's the final action is the recovery action, which is where you can recover. Each of these different people have a recovery number that's here. And so whenever you commission them and use them in whatever way, whether it's for their ability or you're sending them off on an outreach or an intercession or anything like that, you'll have to spend 3 recovery in order to basically make them ready again. And so there is a recovery action where you can spend up to 10 recovery to recover your different members and kind of get them back on a different task. After the actions phase, so again, you only get 2 of those, But you also have other talents and special abilities that you can use during the action phase, and those don't count against the 2 church actions that you're going to take. Then you go into a troubles phase, and in the troubles phase, we're going to lose 2 health of our church for every face down trouble that's up here. So face down troubles are really bad because they're kind of trouble that's existing in the background of the church. You don't know it's there wreaking havoc. And so it's going to cause the health of your church to go down to the tune of 2 health per face down card. So we really want to discern what these are so that we can flip them over, and then they're going to have some problems and things that are going to cause us difficulty. But then we have the opportunity to intercede for them and so forth and so on. Then we will resolve all face up troubles that are out here if we need to do that. And then we're going to add 1 face down to our church every troubles phase. Then once we've taken care of that, we recycle to the event phase and so forth and so on. Let's see here. Quesadillas for lunch sounds great. Yep, that's what it is. A beef and cheese quesadilla. Busy day indeed. Yes, sir. Howdy, David. It's good to see you, David. Good to see you. Brian Deshazian, not praying enough led to your downfall. This seems closest to life of a game I've seen. Dominic is here. What's up? Greetings from Poland. Looks that I will not have to read the rule book. Thanks for explaining. You are welcome, Dominic. I may have glossed over some stuff. It is a very short rule book, so don't fret about reading through it. It's pretty concise and it's pretty straightforward. And it has everything. It's got a glossary. It has an appendix. And again, the brevity of the glossary and the appendix should tell you this is not a difficult game to learn how to play reading through the rule book. But they also do have a little how to play video if you scan that QR code. So there you have it. I forgot my logos. Oh no. There we go. All right. So at the beginning of the game, everybody's going to, all of the players start with 6 members in their church. They each have 1 activity card. They start with 1 trouble face down already in their church because these guys have troubles. You start with 1 leader, and you start with a location for your church. My location today is Thessalonica, and it says when you pray, the target church gains +1 health. All right, so we'll talk about how prayer actions work later on, but because I didn't focus on it yesterday, I am focusing on it today. Now, I also brought John Mark, and this is a cool thing because John Mark's special ability is that he can join an outreach mission as a 4th member. Normally, you can only send 3 people out to go and try to win people in the world. But he can join an outreach as a 4th member, which means that he adds his faith to that outreach, which is going to be helpful. So in the event phase, first thing we do is we turn over an event card. And some of these are good, some of them are bad. We got a good one. That's good. So Angelic Visitation says draw 1 world card and it is available immediately. So I noted, I said earlier that there's people and activities in here. So it will, whatever it is, it'll be available immediately. So it's an activity. Day of Prayer says draw 1 blessing. That's actually really cool because it's available immediately. I'm going to use it immediately. And so I'm going to get a blessing. We're going to go ahead and turn it over. And this says Divine Touch, Miracle. So I can play this from my hand. If you outreach successfully, draw an extra world card with no extra trouble. And you'll understand what that means in just a little bit, but this goes into our hand. The verse that's up the top is just thematic flair. It has no gameplay situation. Only the stuff that's at the bottom has a gameplay effect, but the verse does fit, right? So immediately he was healed. All who saw him turned to the Lord. So again, it's talking about outreach here, so people turning to the Lord, you get it. So we'll turn that over. And so that's, hey, I'm feeling good. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we can do. We get 2 actions. All right. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to, first of all, we want to see what this trouble is. And I know that they said I focused too much on the troubles, but I think getting 2 right off the bat would be a bad thing. So we're going to do a discernment. So we're going to send this carpenter here. And when you're doing discernment, you're interested in the green number, the wisdom number that's down at the bottom. The faith number that's up at the top with the blue symbol is what is used when you talk about going out on outreach. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use the carpenter here. We're going to ask him to pray for discerning what this trouble is. And so we can do up to 3 members combined. And for every 2 wisdom that you have, you can flip over 1 trouble to see what it is and to see how we're going to have to get rid of that trouble. So because he has a 2, there's only 1 card out here. So we're going to be able to go ahead and flip this trouble over. Dang it. Why do I get this all the time? All right. Demonic possession, immediate, attached to the highest resistance level and exhaust him until removed. Each trouble's phase, we lose 1 health. Urgh. All right, the highest resistance. So we got 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, and there is no resistance over here with John Mark. So, wow. So the delivered woman here is now demonically possessed, and she has to be exhausted while that until this one is removed. So if we remove that, it's going to make her unexhaust. Wow. Well, I was going to go out on an outreach today, but let's see here. We kind of really need to get rid of that because that's not good. Gain 3, that's not going to help. I really want to do an outreach because that's going to help us gain. So we're going to hold him off real quick. Got to get 5 though, don't we? Erga. Okay, well, we're going to commission the builder and the teacher. Well, I turned those wrong side. Okay, so we're going to commission the teacher and the builder to intercede for this demonic possession. They have 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have plenty to take care of that thing. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out. And that comes over here like that. And then this becomes available again, I believe. Woo, game on. All right, well, since you're here, I'm going to put you to work, Simon. I think that's Simon. I don't think that's... Or is that Paul? Oh, Paul's here too. Okay. So Paul and Simon, this demonic possession says that you attach to the highest and you exhaust until removed. So when I remove that demonic possession, she becomes ready again, or does she stay exhausted? I think she becomes ready again. You let me know before I move on. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to take a bite of my quesadilla. Archer is here. What's up, Archer? Good to see you. Okay. Stays exhausted. All right. Well, she is exhausted because she was possessed. Got it right first game. Okay. Thank you. All right. Well, that's kind of poo-poo. But it is what it is. All right. So what we're going to do now, that was our first action, interceding on the behalf of the delivered woman. And now we're going to do an outreach. And we're going to send the prophet. And we're going to send the philosopher. And we're going to send John Mark. So with an outreach, we're looking at the faith totals here. So we have 4, 4, and 3. That is 11. So now what we have the ability to do is we have the ability to choose 1 to 5, a number from 1 to 5, and that's how many cards we're going to flip over. Now these cards, as you can see down here, there's some resistance. And if that number of the cards that we turn over are greater than the amount of faith that we sent out to the outreach mission, it's going to fail. So we want to be kind of careful with how much we say we're going to turn over. I've got 11 out here. So I think what I'm going to do is just do 2. So we'll turn over 1 card. Ouch. So the noble has a 6 resistance. So I have 11 out here. So I've got room for 5 more resistance. If this next card is anything more than 5 resistance, then, which is the average according to the designers, I think, then we're going to be in trouble. It's not. It's a 4. So this is 10. All right. So I'm going to get both of these into our church, but they're going to come over here to the incoming. Now, during this thing, we're going to, for every 6 resistance, we're going to add 1 face down trouble because these new members come with more trouble. So we have 4 and 6, that's 10. So there's only 1, 6, and 10. So we're going to add 1 face down trouble to our church. And both of these come into our incoming, and they'll be made ready on our next event phase. Now we go into our first trouble phase. So our first trouble phase, we're going to first of all lose 2 life. Bing, bing, because we have a face down trouble. Now, after we go to that, we resolve any face up troubles. We don't have any of those. And then we add 1 face down trouble to our church. So that was kind of nasty, but it's okay. It's not that bad. All right. And that's the end of the first round. Second round happens, we go to the event phase. Am I doing everything right? Just posted a living FAQ that describes adjusting game difficulty, among other things. Cool. Thank you, Paul. Got it right the first time. You got to sleeve those cards if you're going to eat while playing. No, I don't. I just wipe my hands off on my pants. Why do I have deja vu? Because you were here yesterday, Scott. Okay, so now we turn over our next event. And this is a bad one. Mob rule. Persecution. Exhaust 2 members with the lowest recovery. Ow. Okay, so this guy is going to be exhausted. And one of these 3s is going to be exhausted. Owie. Outreach to game 1. I want to keep that guy around. I think I'll do this right here. So we have 3 exhausted people and 3 people that just need to be yeah. All right. Well, here we go. Our leader automatically becomes ready. What else did this say? Yep, no, that's it. Our leader automatically comes out. If we didn't have a leader, like if he was killed or something else happened to him, we could take one of our church members and make them our leader. So keep that in mind. Recover members to a total of the current this. So I have 5. Oh, that really hurt because now I can only give one of these guys out of here. Wow. didn't use this last turn. I should have used this. Okay, I'm going to use it and draw an extra world card, and it would have had no extra trouble. So that guy is going to come over here. I retconned a little bit there. That's the cool thing about being a solo. I asked myself, are you okay with me retconning my turn? And I said yes. I don't have a problem with that at all. So now these three people are going to come into the thing. The reason I can easily retcon that is because there's no extra trouble. So his extra, which would have been another trouble card, there's no effect there. Must admit I haven't played a lot of biblical games yet. Back in the CD-ROM days, I had a copy of Captain Bible. As for board games, Deliverance is on my shelves. This one looks interesting, though. Yeah, it is. It is interesting, that's for sure. Okay. All right, so now I'm at the spot where I need to recover members. I'm going to recover one of these guys. Discernment is that, and I need to get at least 4 discernment out here. So all right, but if I get okay, 4 will get both of those turned over for me. All right, so that's going to be his job, I think. And then, man, only 5. Okay, we're going to do, man alive. 3/4, see prophecy to examine the next. Yeah. Gain 3 for your next action. I think I'm going to do this guy. I'm going to ready him. And these two come up here. Because they're still not usable yet. And these people haven't been able to rotate either. All right, and we added the sent members. Well, not sent members, but these guys come out at the event phase. Now we go to actions phase. We have 2 actions. Okay, well, I think we need to discern first. So we're going to do the tax collector here. And the tax collector's got a 4 wisdom. And for every 2, we can turn over 1 trouble and see what it is. So we turn over apathy, which is bad. Recovery is reduced by 2 each. Oh my goodness. And suppression. Persecution. Members used in outreach are exhausted afterwards. Why'd you guys make such a mean game? I don't like it. I'm just kidding. Don't forget visionary. To gain an extra action this round. Yeah, that is true. I can discard up to 2 sin troubles. That would be good for this. We got to get rid of that, right? I'm going to do that. And that gets rid of this. That apathetic person repented. That's good. I can gain an extra action this turn. So I've got 1 more. I don't know that I need to use that right now, but I'm telling the designer to be quiet, and as I feel stupid for doing that. But Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to do this. I'm going to exhaust the visionary. And I am going to, so that gives me an extra action. So now I have 2 actions left. I'm going to use a recovery action, which allows me now to recover up to 10. So I have 3, 6, 4, so that's 10. So I'm going to get these guys back. Really need to start working on these. And now I am going to have the I'm going to try it. Oh, but that's going to oh no. You know what? We're not going to do an outreach right now. So I'm going to not do that. Oh, that's not going to bring him back though. Dang it. All right. I need to get these 2 guys back because they're helping me bring people back. All right. Well, let's see. We're going to send the philosopher, and we're going to do an outreach, which is going to persecute. Actually, yeah, we're just going to do that. That allows us to gain 1 here because he is going to go. Then these 2 are going to go. So that gives me 3, 6, 9. And this is bad. Should I send John Mark? That'll exhaust him. Oof. That's going to be 9. 3, 6, 9 plus that. 13. 13, 13. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm sending these 3, and we've got John Mark over here as well. So we've got 4, 10, 13. Let's pull 3. 3. See, I had 10 from 2. I'm hoping one of those things is an activity, but maybe not. Okay. Oh, that's only 2. So I've got 11 left. 1, 2. Oh! Military officer. So I've only got 3 left. Oh, please be an activity. Please be an activity. Yes. Yes. All right, cool. But, oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. So, because it's successful, I have 10, but I have 3, 6, 9, 13. So, I've got 3 extra. It's successful. The activity comes into my hand. Feed the hungry. I can encourage 1 member and add 3 to your next outreach action. That's cool. And then these 2 are both going to come over here into incoming, but 8 plus 2 is 10. And for every 6, you add 1 face down trouble. So another face down trouble comes over here because there's 10, there's only 1, 6, and 10. So those guys come over here and will be incoming here in just a little bit. Owie. All right. That's pretty stinking cool. All right. So that's the end of my actions phase. Let's see. I did an outreach. I did a discernment to flip those two over. I played a card to get rid of that. That was free. So I did a discernment. I did a outreach. But I think I have a third action. Is that right? Was that my third action? Discernment to turn those over. Outreach was the second. I think I have a third action, don't I? I think you did a... Oh, yes, I did a recovery. You're correct. You're correct. So I'm done. I did 3. So we are gonna... We're done. We go into the troubles phase. So we lose 2 for every face down. So we go 1, 2, we move down to 4. And resolve face up troubles. We already did that because all these guys are exhausted. Man, I got so many exhausted people right now. And then we've got add 1 face down trouble. So there we go. That's no bueno. All right. So we're going to encourage 1, 3. We're going to encourage 1, 3. So let's do the philosopher. We're going to encourage the philosopher, and he comes back to there. And then we also get +3 on our next outreach action. So I'm going to keep that over here just at, well, no, we'll put it here just as a reminder. So we have that extra 3 on our next outreach. All right, so now he is going to, we go into the next event phase. So let's go ahead and do this one by one. All right, so the next event phase is a good one. Outpouring of the Holy Spirit. We get to draw 1 blessing, which is cool. Divine restoration intervention. Play now. Each church may encourage up to 5 members by 1 step. Woot, woot. Up to 5 members by 1 step. So we can encourage up to 5 members by 1 step. Woohoo! Okay, so we're going to encourage the carpenter because he's been out for a while. We're going to encourage the builder. We're going to encourage the delivered woman. Okay, and then we're also going to deliver, encourage the visionary. And then we're also going to encourage the teacher. Okay. So we've got 1 exhausted person. We have all of these people that are just busy. All right, that was cool. I like it. I'm going to put it underneath this so that we remember that extra 3 there, if I can remember. All right, so that's that. John Mark, recover leaders 1 counterclockwise. So that's all we can do for him. He's not going to be ready for just yet. Then we have some incomers. A wise woman and a military officer are now available for us. And I think that's that, then we get recovery of that. So I can recover up to 4. Erg. I think we're gonna recover the teacher. All right. So that is the event phase. Now we go to the actions phase. All right, we're gonna pray because we need to. So what I think we're gonna do here is we're gonna go with man, all of these are encourage one member and use them as a 4th member. Huh. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the military officer here. His talent is I can encourage a one member that has a recovery of 3 or less, and you can use them as a 4th member. So I'm going to recover the philosopher, and then we're going to use as a 4th member. Okay, well, we're still going to do it. We need to get those 2 things up now. And so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna have the philosopher, the tax collector, the teacher, and the prophet pray for our church. All right. So what we get to do with this is you choose which church to pray for. So we're praying for our church. The church gains +1 for the first member. All right. So we get +1 for the first member. And then we have 3 other members to work with here. So we're going to draw a card for, so we've done we've done the +1 for him. And then we're going to do a blessing card for the teacher. So let's see what we get here. Divine call to repentance, intervention, play now. Each church may remove all sin troubles throughout this round. Please be to sin. Let's go with another blessing. Equip, remove 1 conflict trouble. Yes! All right, so we're going to equip this with the wise woman. And with equipping, help me out, y'all. Is he praying this time? Yes, I'm praying. With equipping, when you have to equip, it fires off whenever you activate that, whenever you commission them. Is that what it happens? I can't remember, and I don't want to spend time looking for it. Do you guys have an answer? I'm just going to continue. This guy is going to come over here, and we're going to get 1 more health. When you commission her, it'll fire. Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I figured. All right, so I am going to, for my second action, my first action was to pray. Second action is going to commission the wise woman. And the wise woman is going to discern what these 2 are. She's got 4 wisdom, so 2 each. We turn both of them. Oh man, conflict. Oh, and then a sin. All right. Well, this one gets discarded. Then we have corrupt officials. Your leaders do not recover in the event phase. No, don't like that at all. So remove 1 conflict trouble. All right. So we're going to, since I did that, we're going to Can I use it to do this one, the one that just got flipped over? Or does it have to be the suppression? I would imagine it can be this one. Got to drop off. See you later, David. Playmat and cards game look fantastic. Have a great game. Good luck. Thank you. I'm going to get rid of the corrupt officials, I think, if I can. Let me know if I can't. And then we're going to take care of this little stupid thing later on. We're just going to keep it like this for now. I think that's all we're going to be doing. It's during the round. Okay, cool. I am okay for a bit. No worries, Simon. Thank you. All right, so that is the end of my action phase. Now we go to the troubles phase. So first thing is we lose 2 for every face down card. We don't have any. This one's going to be done. I'm going to put that under here like this because it won't continue next round. But we still have that for our next outreach. All right. Lose 2. We don't have any. Resolve all face-up ones. Well, we that's kind of a in, and then add 1 face down. So boom. Okay, let's do it like this because that one's like been there the longest. So let's do that. All right, that's the end of our troubles phase. We go back to the event phase, and we will. Oh, it's a bad one. Severe persecution. Kill 1 in 4 members, starting with even resistance. Oh, I had this one yesterday. I don't like that card at all. So 1 in 4. So 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. So 3 people. Starting with even. Oh man, that carpenter. Starting with even numbers. Oh dear. That's a lot of 4s that I have to get rid of. Starting with even numbers. Ouch. All right, well this... Don't want to get rid of that. Can't, okay, these are all odds. So evens, odds, evens. Definitely not killing her if I don't have to. I do have to kill 3 though. So it's these 3. Because these are all odds, these are all evens, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I got to kill 3, and all evens. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Man, that is bad. All right, so he recovers, and then we have 6 to recover. Definitely gonna have her recover because of her her love gift. That's 4. I can only do 2 more. So the military officer is going to come out. That's all I can do because all of these other guys are too expensive. So I know what I'm doing. One of my first actions. All right, so that's that. Now we have to actions phase. So my first action is going to be to recover, and I've got 10. So we're going to do 3, 8. That's all I can do. Well, actually, let me see. wants to make ready for, I could get that one back. I'm going to make this one. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this. All right, so this person has to come over here, I think, right? I get 10, so 5, 6, 7, 8. And I don't have any 2 because they just died. Okay. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost halfway. And we are over halfway through the deck. So we kind of really need to be doing an outreach. So I'm going to do this guy instead of that guy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. All right. So, that was my recovery. Second action is going to be to do an outreach, and I'm going to commission her. And as we commission her, that's going to do that. And then I'm going to use the military officer's ability to encourage one member that is a 3 or less. And we're going to encourage him. And then we're also going to use him, John Mark, and the builder is going to be my 4th. Because I think that's the way I have to do it. So it's got 4, 8, and then 6, so that's 14. The outreach dude is there, so I get to gain a life. And we've got 14. I'm going to go with 3 cards. Yeah, I'm going to go with 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so it's successful because this is only 7. So this comes into my hand. New gifting. Search the blessings deck and take the first gift, then reshuffle. Ooh. Spinner. Exhaust to add 6 or 6 to an intersection action. Exhaust to discern 2 troubles. Ooh. I like that. So, do the cards take any activities into hand? Okay, so this is available. We're going to search the blessings deck and take the first one, then reshuffle. Oh, I added 3 to it. Oh no! Would I have drawn more? Oh well, we totally rocked that one then. All right, so we're going to search, and then we're going to find the first gift. So, not a gift, not a gift, not a gift, not... Oh, joy, gifting. All right, so then we have to reshuffle. All right, so this member's recovery is reduced by 2. So they have the joy of the Lord. All right, so that's a reshuffle. So we can... It's reduced to 2. Well, we're putting the visionary on. We're giving that to the visionary, so that the visionary now is only a 2 recovery. That's cool. All right, so we have 1 trouble. So 1, 2. there are no face-up troubles, and we have to add a face-down trouble. So, oh crap, we forgot to add these. So 5, that's one more. Ah, okay, so that would have been an extra 2. 1, 2. Yep. All right, but we've got 3 of those things out there now. That shucks. All right, here we go. Event phase. All right, peace in the East. Later years, encourage 3 members of 5 or less, gain 1 action in Judea, Sumeria, and Anatolia. We are not in Judea, Samaria, Syria, or Anatolia. So we don't get that, but we do get to encourage 3 members with 5 or less. All right, so we're going to definitely do the wise woman because we've only got 3 left. We're going to do 3 members. The philosopher, the builder. So that's 3 that are 5 or less. Yep, there we go. Then we've got 3 over here. So we're going to do the visionary. He automatically comes out. And then 1, the military officer. So we have this person, this noble is really stinking tired. They have not been doing anything. But they are exhausted, so it's okay. All right, we got a lot of trouble out here, so we definitely need to see what that trouble is, because if not, we're going to be dead in the trouble phase. So that's something we definitely need to do. All righty, so we're going to say I need to get 6. I need to get 6. So what I think we're going to do here is we're going to use the we're going to use the military officer and the visionary. That provides us with 7 wisdom for a discernment action. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that's enough because it's 2 per, so that's 6, so that's good enough. So we're going to turn these 3 over. Division. Oh, pride and idolatry. Ugh. Cannot pray. Discard 1 gift. Oh. No. You may only use 1 member per action. Only 1 member may be used for prayer actions. Wowee. And I have to discard 1 gift. Help me out. When does that happen? Immediately when we reveal it? Or is that happening during the troubles phase? Yep, lost even resistance members. That is correct. Yep, severe persecution. That is correct. Oh, wait. This comes out too. What in the world? You need to forget. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. Time out, time out, time out, time out, time out. Time out, time out, time out, time out. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, so rewind. I forgot these 2 people. All right, so these 2 people are actually out here. And I know what that is. I'm just retconning because I want to do it the correct way. I'm going to exhaust this guy to discern these 2. And then I will... I only need to do 2. So I will exhaust, not exhaust, I will use the visionary to discern that third. But that means I've got this extra die over here. Okay, so now we're back the way it should have gone. Yes, discard one gift now and then subsequent. Oh, man, it's worse than I thought it was. Well, I'm definitely not getting rid of that one. I guess the visionary is just going to have to get expensive again. Oof. Owie. All right, she can go over here. And then, my goodness. 8. But I've done one discernment already. So now I need to do an intercession. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 6. All right, so I'm going to, exhaust. Dang it. I'm going to exhaust. Exhaust the spinner for 6. And then I'm going to send this guy out to intercede for pride and division. Because I've got 1 plus 6, that's 7. Oh, no. I needed to do 8. Crud. Oh man, I'm gonna lose that one. No. 4, 10. That takes care of these two. Can't pray. That was a well, I am not doing well here, but okay, so here we go. I'm done here. I don't have any more actions. So now we're going to go to the troubles phase. So we're going to lose face down. Don't have any. But resolve all face up troubles. So I got to lose this. That really sucks. And then add 1 face down. And that's that. So now we do another one. Please be good. It's not. Churches slandered. Persecution. Add 1 face down trouble to each church. Oy vey. Okay. Now, he was still there. So we're going to recover members with total of the current, which is only 3. Ooh. I'm going to do this. First one. First action. I mean, 4, I could pray. Could absolutely pray. Oh, that was this. Yeah. I can't pray. First action is going to be delivered woman is going to intercede and she's going to gain 3. So she actually gets 10. I'm sorry, 3 plus 4 is 7 against spiritual. So that's gone. That was one action. And now I'm going to use the military officer to encourage the delivered woman. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 for prayer, because we need prayer. So we get 1, and then that was 1. Then we're going to get 1 for that one. This guy is going to be a blessing. Intervention, play now. Each church may remove all spiritual troubles throughout this round. Okay, so I've interceded, and I've prayed. So this is actually going to do me no good whatsoever. Owie. So 1, 2. Wait, did I do that wrong? I was here. So 1 and 2. And then that was the card, I think. And then I'm going to get another card. Please be good. Divine Appointment, Miracle, play from hand. Make ready one member as an additional leader. We'll put the visionary up there. I'm pretty sure I have lost, because I don't think I can pull myself out of this. All right, well, that's that. I'm going to take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Owie. And then another one gets added. No. Then, oh, jeez. Jeez, this stinks. He writes, and I get 1. But I don't have anybody that costs 1. Oh, I have this guy. He costs 1. All right. And then actions. Oh. Did I do something wrong? No, I need to draw this. Yeah, this is the last turn. Good years. Discard all sin troubles throughout this round. Okay, well, that could be good. But I've just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 cards. I just couldn't. Got so close, man. All right. All right. First action is going to be to. We're going to have 3 actions. So first action is going to be to recover. And that is going to basically be these people. That is 3, 6, 9. I had 1 left over, but I didn't have anybody else that has just 1. If you didn't get 3 actions, could use the visionary at the end of the round for an action. Yeah. Get the gift back. You should have the second gift. Don't lose second gift this round. Only one hit. True. Oh, either immediately or in the troubles phase. Oh, okay. Well, then I would have definitely kept that one. And I probably would have made her a leader But anyway, well, that would have stayed here. Bum, 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 bum. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Ooh, make ready one. Oh, he's not. Dang it. Okay. Well, 2, 4, 6. We need to get 6 so we don't lose any more health, but we're going to lose anyway. Sure. Make ready one person. So that could be that person right there. Bring that noble back. 2, 6. Okay, so we're going to use the builder to make ready the noble. It's a Gentile. And then we're going to first action is going to be recovery. I get 10. So no, 3, 7. I might as well do that, even though it's not really going to matter. And then we will do, for my second action, 4, 5, 6 for discernment. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to, wow, murder. Each troubles phase, kill one member with the highest why am I not resolve, I guess? Is that what it is? Yeah. And the lowest returns to the member with the lowest returns to the world. Ouch! Persecution in the troubles phase, kill 1 and 4 even members. Each trouble phase, exhaust 1 leader and 1 ready member with the lowest wisdom. Man alive. I am toasted. All right, so we're going to go out with a shebang. And that is going to be encourage 1 member. There's a 4th member. Yeah, we're not going to do that, but we're going to keep him out. We're going to send the wise woman on an outreach mission, the philosopher on an outreach mission, the delivered woman on an outreach mission, and John Mark on an outreach mission. And because the philosopher is going, we get an extra point there. And we get 3, 6, 10, 14. 14. That's all we can really do. So we're going to try to do 3 cards. 14 with 3 cards. That means we're going to fall 3 short. Maybe more. Oh, that's not good. 5 out of 14. We got 9 left. Oh, 7. 10. Hey, we made it. All right, so 10, and that means we have 1 face down persecution. These guys come over here, however, but now that means that our church is post toasties, because now we go to the discernment, and oh wait, no, that was it. I did a recovery, I did a discernment, and I did an outreach. So that's 3 because of that. So I got my 3rd. So that is all I can do. But I am able to get rid of this because of the wise woman. Now we lose 1, 2, and we're toast. Well, doo-doo. Sam has the grace to shout and shine. Can you get the builder up again? I don't know. How many activities out so far? Well, I think all of the activities came out. Nope, there was 1 more left. Discard your persecution troubles, ignore a persecution event. Well, I didn't have any persecution troubles. I mean, I guess I had that one out there, but the wise woman took care of that. I only had the rich merchant and the eunuch left. So we missed it by 3, y'all. Missed it by 3. Yes, you can pre-order now. That's correct. Watched a little of the playthrough yesterday, but have caught both too late. Is this a game that is out or in production? It can be pre-ordered now. There is a link in the description below, which will get you to their website, and you can pre-order it there. They are a UK company, so keep that in mind. But I don't know, Paul or Simon, do you guys have anybody that's distributing here in America for you in the US? I'm just curious. I have no idea. You might have been able to get the builder up. How? How could I have gotten the builder up? I could have encouraged 1 member, but then I have to use them as a 4th member, which would have meant John Mark wouldn't have been in there, but that meant, well, I had a 4 over here too. I mean, I didn't have the action to discern this again. So, but it wouldn't have mattered because I didn't have any events left either. Yes, there is a U.S. distributor. Oh, cool. I thought it was a little too close to home for the American church that Sam lost yesterday because he didn't pray enough. Yeah, that is correct. I did pray more this time, and I got a lot closer. But, I mean, I did get a couple of these blessing cards from events, but that's 1, 2, 3. That's 6 blessings that I got from prayer and or the event cards. So, oh yeah, these people would have come in. I got the fisherman, a Nazarite, and a soldier. Man, I was set to take over at that point. The Nazarite, that's Samson's second cousin twice removed, so he would have helped. But anyway, I really like this game. It is so thematically rich. It it fits, you know, and it's not overly complicated. There's not a whole bunch of stuff going on that you have to really keep track of. I mean, you do have to keep track of all of these, you know, special abilities and that kind of stuff. But that's kind of also what spurs you on to why do I keep remembering that what that R word is? Recover some of the people that have really really good talents, but at the same time all of the talents have some type of use in some situations. So I would have loved to have the elder not be exhausted because he's really good at discerning troubles, and so that's you can discern 2 troubles without taking one of your church actions. So he's really good. Anyway, this is really good. Really enjoy it. Matthew, you be quiet. I needed one more action. Yep, I did. I presume it's just solo. No, it isn't. You can play 1 to 4, and it is cooperative. If one church dies in a multiplayer game, everybody loses. So that kind of brings into the mix the send action and the pray action a little bit more, because you're not always just praying for your church. You're going to be praying for other people's churches as well, and they will get the benefits from your prayer. And then you can also send your people and your activity cards, if you have some, to those other churches as well to help them in their struggles. Maybe you're not, getting hit very hard, but they are, and you can. It's very, very, very thematic. PK, I think this would be super straight down your alley. But is your version just the base version? Yes, it is, with the exception of the playmat. I don't believe the playmat. I think the playmat is extra. I paid extra for it, and I would have. I'm probably gonna think about getting some more, because the playmat only works for 1 person, and it can go up to 4. So I'm thinking about ordering another playmat if I can. I don't even know if I can, but as soon as I can, ordering another one so that Jess and I can play this together. And then when we have 4 people, well, we'll just have to leave the mats at home. But I'm really glad that I backed this. I really enjoy it. It's really cool. Excellent game. Looking forward to the opportunity to play. Yep. Apostles also work in all churches. That is correct. You are all trying, in multiplayer, you're all trying to keep one another alive by sending members and praying. Yep, that is correct. So yeah. All right, folks, I got to hit the road. I've got to get to my son's football game. I appreciate it. Thank you, Paul and Simon, for being here. I appreciate your time, and I know it's probably late where you are, so I appreciate you taking time out of your evening, your sleep schedule, to be here. Thank you for that. And everybody else, if anything we've seen, use the link in the description below. That'll take you to their website where you can pre-order if you wish. If not, that's fine as well. I have no skin in the game, other than I want to see games like this flourish, because I like it. And it's well produced. There's good mechanisms here, and it's got a nice thematic ring to it. So there you have it. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.